Welcome to Chris Biology. So in this video we are going to learn about the mechanism of urine formation. So in the last video we learnt about the structure of the nephron and what all it constitutes of. So here we are going to learn how urine is formed, right? So how the filtration of the plasma happens to produce urine. So it includes three major processes which are nothing but glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion. So first we are going to learn about the glomerular filtration. So how does the glomerular filtration happen? So basically glomerular filtration or the filtration of the plasma happens importantly through three main structures. So please note the three main structures. So these are nothing but the endothelium of the glomerular blood vessels. So the endothelial lining, the flat cells lining the glomerular blood vessels form the first layer. The second layer is the basement membrane. The third layer is something called the podocytes, which are nothing but the epithelium of the Bowman's capsule. So the epithelium of the Bowman's capsule is also called as the podocytes. So in between the podocytes there are small holes or pores which are called as filtration slits or slit pores, right? So the plasma which is filtered has to pass through these three structures, right? So the filtering of the plasma will lead to something called a glomerular filtrate, right? So whatever filtrate is obtained after the filtration of the plasma is called the glomerular filtrate. Glomerular filtrate is not the urine, right? So it should further get concentrated to form urine, right? So further to know about the glomerular filtration rate, you should know that renal artery carries about 1/5 of the blood that is pumped from a ventricle, right? So whatever the ventricle pumps, so the 1/5 of the blood reaches the kidney. So in that 1/5 of the blood, that is about 1100 to 1200 ml, which reaches the afferent arteriole, goes through the glomerular capillary network. So as I told you that it passes through, the plasma passes through the three membranes. So all constituents of the plasma pass through the three membranes except for proteins, right? So therefore, because the proteins are not filtered, it is also known as ultrafiltration. Further the plasma moves out. So to remove whatever toxic substances present in the body, everything will come out except for the proteins and the cells that are present, right? So next, what is GFR? GFR is nothing but the glomerular filtration rate. So it is nothing but the amount of filtrate formed in each kidney per minute. For 1 minute, if a plasma passes through, how much filtrate is formed? That is what is known as glomerular filtration rate. So how much is it? It is about 125 ml per minute or 180 liters per day. So if you are forming glomerular filtration or glomerular filtrate of about 180 liters, are you excreting 180 liters per day? No. Average excretion is about 1.5 liters. So the urine or the filtrate to form urine has to get concentrated, and the water, whatever is present in the filtrate, needs to be reabsorbed to form urine, right? So the mechanism of concentration of urine is further there in the next videos. So please do like the videos and subscribe and follow the channel for upcoming videos. So this GFR has a built-in regulation. So we learned about the structure of the JGA in the previous video. So whenever there is a fall in the glomerular filtration rate due to various reasons that you do not have to worry about. So if there is fall in the GFR, there will be activation of the JGA cells, juxtaglomerular apparatus, and this activation will, this JGA cells will release something called a renin, right? So this renin has a part to play in renin-angiotensin activating system, which further helps in increasing the GFR, which triggered it, right? So the trigger was decreased GFR. So at the end it will increase the GFR. So we will further learn in the regulation of the kidney about JGA. So normal GFR is about 180 liters per day, but normal urine excretion is about 1.5 liters per day. So how is this happening? This is happening because of the next step called as tubular reabsorption, which is nothing but by active and passive mechanisms in the tubular epithelium of the proximal and the distal convoluted tubules, the loop of Henle and the collecting tubules. All of this take part in the tubular reabsorption. So please watch the video on functions of tubules to get to know more about how this tubular reabsorption and the next step, the tubular secretion, happens. So tubular secretion is nothing but the secretion of hydrogen ions, potassium ions and ammonia into the filtrate, right, into the renal tubule. So this will help in the maintenance of ionic and acid base balance of the body fluid, or nothing but the blood. So to maintain ionic and acid base balance of the body fluids, this tubular secretion happens. So we will learn more about the function of tubules in the next video. Please do share, like and subscribe. Thank you.